Hello again. Now the main stories in London. A teenager who was found on fire in a street in southwest London has been named locally as Rachel Osei. Emergency services tried to put out the flames engulfing the 18-year-old, but she died at the scene in the early hours of yesterday morning. Detectives say they're treating her death as unexplained, as Ria Chatterjee reports.
People have been coming by the house this morning and leaving flowers. The woman in question has been named locally by friends as 18-year-old Rachel Osei. Her body was found close to the level crossing here in the early hours of Sunday morning, just a few metres from her house, which is where the fire started. Her body was found covered in severe burns. The friends I spoke to this morning say she had been studying at university to become a PE teacher.
She was at uni studying to do a PE teacher, but she was very passionate in music as well. I studied music with her for 4 years, and she was extremely talented at the drums. She would always play the drums for our class.
The London Fire Brigade have been here this morning knocking on doors to make sure people are fitted with fire alarms in light of what's happened here on the street, and police are continuing with their investigations.
Ria Chatterjee reporting there. Businesses in London, including hospitals and airports, are to be fined if they make repeated false alarm calls to the fire service. London Fire Brigade says poor maintenance of automatic alarm systems is often to blame. During the last financial year, the service was called to 400 locations, more than 10 times each, costing them around £800,000. Inflation has almost halved the value of wages in the capital since the recession started. That's according to the GMB union. The figures show 5 out of the UK's 8 worst areas are London boroughs, with Hammersmith and Fulham and Camden being the worst affected. But a new survey showing that house price recovery was strongest in London this year. The increase here averaged more than 9%. Property analyst HomeTrack says it predicts the upward trend will continue. All right, let's take a look at what the weather's got in store for us now. Here's Martin with the forecast.
Hello again. After a pretty miserable start this morning, things are turning brighter for the next few hours before tomorrow. New Year's Eve, I'm afraid, looks really quite wet and windy. Here's the picture, though, for the next few hours. As I mentioned, just the odd shower around, but some sunshine as well, and temperatures not too bad, up at 11 degrees. Tonight, it's then staying dry, but relatively cloudy before tomorrow morning. Well, that really is rather unpleasant. We get another band of very heavy rain working its way through, and strong winds, similar to this morning, if anything, more breezy. Into the afternoon, it's an improving picture, turning dry with a little bit of sunshine. Before around about midnight for New Year's Eve, we will see some showers around, very windy once more, and it stays windy and unsettled for the remainder of the week. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
And finally, if you're near the Thames tonight, it might feel like New Year's Eve has come a day early. Organisers will be rehearsing for the big night, trialling their new special effects involving sounds and smells. They'll be added to tomorrow's traditional fireworks display. Well, that is it from us for now. But don't forget, as always, you can get updates through the day by going to our website, itv.com/London. We're back at 6 o'clock. Until then, do have a very good afternoon. Goodbye.